we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for Collins last week: 4 catches, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Stroud to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Samuel gets him a first, and he's somebody's value for more than just his receiving work. Sure, he had over 600 yards, but he also had almost 200 rushing yards, and the team loves using him as an additional ball carrier.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down. Play action. Stroud now. This one into the hands of Pitts.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Stroud.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Touchdown!
Najee Harris.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Oilers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game.
Bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, 2nd-year pro, Sam Howell.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
For the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pollard going to try the right side. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
But you look at this defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
And he's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And bulldozing his way through. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Giovanni Ricci, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Stroud sets up the play action. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little more space.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now out comes Houston. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Oilers.
Throwing now is Stroud. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Complete to number 8, Kyle Pitts. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Now 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Holding offense.
Can't do that.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And Stroud now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On second down, it's Pollard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his good tight end. He's going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Powell, he'll look to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to throw, Howell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point from the 41. Here's 2nd down and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming through that time and stopping him for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Cam Akers, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Harris is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Again, it's Harris. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and this time he is in.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Oilers have cut it back within a score.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
2nd down. Howell now. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Down the right sideline.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the 1st half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And Howell will throw it. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Now Howell.
Trying to play on caught.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Pollard.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
Pollard one more time.
And this time he is in.
Tony Pollard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd down and 13. Stroud to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pulled in at the 24. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. A touchdown run there for Javonte Williams. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Quentin Johnston, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up.
There he goes left side. Oh, some strong running. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. They were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he gets us one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Howell. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll go play action. Howell. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Tyrell Dodson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
His kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Stroud. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Houston. Curtis Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Oilers have got it back to within a score. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Powell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off play action. It's Howell. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud looking to throw. From the right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stroud. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Allen it's Highsmith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The lessons will continue for this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Stroud, short throw caught by Pitts. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right through. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Powell out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Back to throw, Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Howell down to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Howell looking to throw again. That's caught Waddle on the left side.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run with Pollard.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Pollard again.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so.
But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
There'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Stroud. Open man is Samuel, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Oilers.
That's completed right side to Palmer. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers have taken a fourth quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That's dumped off to Pollard. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21.
Now Howe. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Howe throwing on 3rd down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Powell to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. And they'll indeed take a knee. On the ground, it's Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Holding. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game.